Alright, so now I got all my Cornwell sockets put away. I can kind of do a little bit more of a detailed video on the quality control issue I've been noticing with the current Matco opti-torque sockets, which is their top tier socket set. I have a couple 80B sockets just for comparison, but I'm not really going to be going too much into detail on these. But I kind of have a mismatched variety from the older Wright manufactured sockets, probably late 80s, early 90s. I got a few right here in the metric set as well. But for the most part, they're the current opti-torque design that, you know, everybody's familiar with the lettering and everything. And up until probably 2013, 2014, these were manufactured by Armstrong. And then as of recently, up until recently, I want to say they were manufactured by AJ Manufacturing. So currently I don't know who makes Matco sockets, but that's where I'm noticing the quality control drop, and the quality in the sockets kind of drop a little. So I kind of, went over the broaching on my 8 and 9 versus the 10 through 14. And as you can see, like, I have real shallow broaching on the 8 and 9, and it's kind of mid broach. And then on the older Wright manufactured, it's real consistent. And same with the SAE. You have like mid broach 9/16, half inch, and then shallow broach 7/16, and then a real deep broach on the 3/8. And one other thing I noticed, just kind of laying these out, is if you look at, try and set the camera up. If you look at the height of the 12 to the 14, so the 13's shallow, and then they also kind of went a little over on the lettering. Basically, like, they cut it too short. So the lettering's in the correct position, but the socket's too short, so it kind of cuts off the 13. And then I also have some half-inch sockets. So I have a 11/16 and 5/8, and you see how shallow the broaching is, and then how deep. It's not even consistent with the 13/16 to 3/4. And so again, it doesn't affect much, other than, if you're trying to set a bolt in, it's going to sink down further. But I wasn't really too thrilled with the quality, especially for how much these sockets go for. Like, just for the metric deep, it's almost $300. So for that price, I feel like there should be better quality control. And even if you took out the 16 and above and just focused on the 8 through 9 or 8 through 14, the consistency just isn't there. And so again, that's why I'm kind of just getting away from them. And just for argument's sake, these are all my new Cornwell, and you see how consistent the broaching is, just shallow all the way up. And then here's a Matco 21 and then 24, and these again, these are manufactured by Wright, probably again early early 90s, late 80s. And the same can be said for the deep standard, just real consistent. And then even my Cornwell, or excuse me, Cornwell, my Craftsman 5/16 is that shallow broach. Again, for as much money as these sockets are, that's the main reason. I paid a little extra for Made in USA for that very reason, because I wanted that quality and that consistency, and it's just not there anymore with Matco. So it's more or less just, you know, keep that in mind if you do decide to go with these opti-torque sockets in current market. As far as the used market, which is what a lot of this came from originally, before I warrantied, it's you know, it's kind of up in the air. But again, if you're buying these new, I probably wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, I just figured I'd show. But yeah, thanks for watching.